We're here at Belper Town after Colls came back from 1-0 down to win 3-1. I'm here with Craig Rouse. Craig, give us your thoughts.
I thought it were first half. I thought Belper probably dominated possession. In terms of, if I'm being honest, I thought they were the side. I thought we come out the brightest first 5 or 10 minutes and looked good. Their keepers made a good save and tipped it around post, and then from there I thought they probably took control and is it or into a penalty? I'm a long way away from it. I'd be asking for it at the other end, and obviously they were obviously remonstrating for the penalty. The referee don't give it and books the lad for diving, and like I say, it's 50-50. One side's going to ask for it, the other's not. And then second half, to have the setback that we had, early on in the second half, I think 2 minutes into that half, obviously an individual error from us, and heavy touch in our own box when we should really just be hooking that away first time, and a tapping for their lad back stick, and from there you get asked questions, and obviously we've had to come through that and show us mettle a little bit and show what we're all about. But if someone last Saturday would have said to me, Cleethorpes away, I'll sit at home, and Belper away, how many points would you have taken? We'd snatched the hand off for 9 points, wouldn't we? So we've got to be delighted with that result. But the performances have definitely been there throughout the season. Maybe not so the results at the beginning, but I think we're starting to show now that the plan and the way we want to play is bearing fruition, and we're taking that to teams.
Yeah, fantastic to get 9 points from nine there, as you say. We've come here perhaps with a bit of an understrength side, players suspended, players unavailable, players injured. What realistically were you expecting today, and how do you think the players who've come in have done stepping up to get this victory?
Well, there's a reason we have a squad, and as we say all the time, the entire squad will play games, and they'll all have a part to play throughout the season. So we have a rule within the dressing room that we never talk about what we haven't got in there on match days. We only talk about what we have got and put a plan together for the players we have in the changing room. So we're certainly not a group that will come and a group of staff that will come and dwell on who's away and dwell on what we can't do. We'll put a plan together for what we have, and whether that's good enough or not, then you'll see throughout games. But as you said, there's players that have come in over the last few weeks with players being away and taking the chance and obviously played their way into the team. And you look today, young lads coming off the bench. Obviously Frankie comes off there and obviously grabs himself a goal, played really well, gives us a good outlet on that left hand side. And obviously it's good to see Vanny coming back on the pitch first time since February. So I think we're starting to see now players are returning and the group's getting stronger. But ultimately that only makes competition for players stronger, and whenever you've got the shirt and you're playing well, ultimately you stay in the side.
Yeah, they showed some great resilience to come back from 1-0 down in particular. When that goal goes in so early, what's your thoughts at that point?
Well, I weren't even round at technical area when it went in. I was walking around the ground to get in position. I'd come out of the changing room late, so I was walking around and I'm at the other end of the ground. But Brett's come off, he's apologised for what he did. He's probably tried to take a touch when he should have stuck it away first time. But you think when you come to a place like this, a team who's expected to do well, right? We've got to show what we're all about. We've got to dig in. But as we've said, there'll be no lack of fight, no lack of bottle and effort in the changing room. We run for each other, we work for each other. And, as we say, if you do that week after week, if you take, there'll be times when we have ups in the season, there'll be times when we have downs in the season, but we've just got to trust each other and trust what we're trying to do. And ultimately, like I said, that's what we've done, and we've come through it with a 3-1 win. You'll only come to places like this once a season, which I've told the players. So we've got in here, we've got the win, we'll get out of here, and we'll look forward to the next one.
Stockton next. Usually up there, usually competing at top end at table. Expecting a tough challenge with those boys?
Yeah, really good side. It's no coincidence they've been playoff finalists 2 years on spin. They've got really good individual players. They're a side that will be expected to be up there again, and especially on their surface, what they do in terms of getting you isolated in wide areas. They've got good people in wide areas, and you have to be compact, you have to be solid and take your chances as and when they arrive. We did well up there last season, so we'll be looking to go up there full of confidence. We couldn't be going up there in better form than what we've done in the last 7-8 days. So we'll go up there full of confidence, and we'll see if it's good enough. And if it ain't good enough, then we'll see how we do in the return leg the Saturday after at our place. But we're in good form, we're in good spirits, so we'll look to go there look for a positive result.
Excellent stuff. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.